Hey, it's Frankie from Barlow's Boutique. Got another episode of the BB podcast. I still slow going getting these going. Got a lot going on. Have They've had a shortage of workers at my job, so I've been working a little bit more than what I'm used to doing, and I haven't really connected. My wife's on. I'm on second shift. She's on day shift, so it's hard to connect and get her proper one going. But I promise we're gonna get one soon. I just wanted to do a little one. My daughter's sleeping right now, so I thought I'd take this opportunity and getting back to I didn't know if I wanted to do these or not because there's a lot of podcasts in the world right now, and one of the reasons I want to do it is because at this stage in the game, with my 15-year-old stepson and my daughter, it's hard to get out and about these days, especially, I'm a little bit older now, so I looked at it as a way, like, well, hell, this is a way I can communicate with some of my friends that are out there, and then, like, my horror buddies online and stuff. And so that's what stoked me to want to do it. And I have been watching different podcasts just to see what other people are doing, so I can try to do my own thing the best I can. But one thing that I can't stand is when there's multiple people on a podcast, and I mean more than two or three, and they talk over each other a lot, or there's a lot of weird pauses, or they don't have their thing straight. It's very annoying to watch. I don't know if I'm the only one. I was going to see what you guys thought. Maybe you could comment and tell me what you like or don't like about podcasts. But that's something. It's the talking over oneself is the worst. Like, I've seen some where guys interview like people that have done movies or stuff, and they talk. They ask them a question, then keep talking over them. It's like, Jesus Christmas, get it. Shut up and let him talk, I don't want to gripe too much, but yeah, that bothers me. And the other thing that bothers me is when they're all in their own house and they're all like Skyping or whatever, and the glitches are what kill me. I like it when they all have good internet, which I tried that once with some friends of mine, and my internet down here in Southern Illinois where I live isn't the best, and I was glitchy, and I was just like, it ain't even worth doing, because who wants to sit through that glitch where you can't hear what they're saying, and it's just not cool. It's not enjoyable. Even if what really sucks is when you see somebody on a podcast that you really want to hear what they have to say, and you can't, because one, they're glitching, two, somebody's talking over them, and three, you have not everybody's on topic, somebody wants to get off topic, and it's kind of that random stream of consciousness drives you nuts. So that's some things that I don't like about podcasts, but there's a lot of really good podcasts out there. What's been going on? Haven't been watching a lot of horror movies because of my daughter. The last one I watched that I really liked is Terrifier. I'm trying to get everybody I can that I know that hasn't seen it to watch it, because it's a, I don't want to say throwback, because it's right here in our face. 2018. It's amazing, but it reminds me of the movies that it gave me the feeling that movies back in the day gave me. Like you named the classic, Nightmare on Elm Street. The first time I saw that, it literally had me seeing things. And Art the Clown. I went to make my baby a bottle, and I looked through my window and I have a life-size Jason poster on the door going out to where the cars are, and I seen that, but then there was a reflection going through the window from the bottle holder, and it looked like Art the Clown was standing there, and it was just my mind playing tricks on me. And I was like, ugh, and then I laughed at myself because I hadn't been scared like that in a long time, and it really it fucked with me. It really messed with me in a good way. And I've rewatched it a couple times, and I've messaged Damien and David, who played Art the Clown, a little bit, talking to those guys, super nice guys, and I just got to give him props. He nailed it. Budget wasn't big, but you don't need that. It's great. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. Terrifier, and in fact, it just hit Redbox So if you want to watch it before you buy it, check it out on there. But I think anybody like me that loves horror movies, once you see it, you're like, I gotta have this in my collection. The plot is very basic. Um, the storyline's easy to follow. Um, you don't know what's going on with Art the Clown, and that's what makes it scary. It goes back to that, you backstory kills. It's much scarier not knowing what's going on. And you got to deal with this thing that you have no idea what it is, so you can't rationalize with it. And there is no rationalizing with that dude. He's crazy. um, yeah, Days of the Dead's going on this weekend in Indianapolis, and that's yet another convention I'm gonna have to miss. I just been working a lot. Don't really have the money to go. I'm kind of mortified to hear that a lot of the people that do the autographs and stuff, they've been charging more and more money, and just think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess I just don't understand it. You got people like Adam Green who signs for free, and you got people like Sid Haig. He's still at $20, and when the first ones I went to, everybody was $20 or less, and I don't know if because of photo ops, because that's an expensive thing now, and they're doing, and I think it's really cool, but it's a little bit overpriced. It's just not. Some of it's worth it. Like they did one with all the Jasons were in costume, and that's pretty awesome. But I just couldn't see spending the money for that, even though it'd be a great thing to have. It's kind of ridiculous. And I don't know if because of that special stuff that's going on, everybody's just slowly raising their prices. But I can't even afford it. I can't even afford to do it anymore. I love being at a convention. They are really fun, especially if you get a hotel room at the place and go to the after parties and do that kind of stuff. That one year I actually entered the tattoo contest and won a prize for my Freddy Krueger costume. Hold on a second. Yeah, 2011, which shows you how long ago I went to them things. I won the best color small. It was my Freddy Krueger portrait. Two of the judges on it. One was Ari from First Jason, his band, but he was Jason in the first Friday the 13th, and one of the other judges was Andrew Bernarski, who played Leatherface in the Jessica Biel remake. He was also Nako in Higher Learning, and he's done a bunch of other movies. He was in a Scooby-Doo movie too. Hot. I thought that was funny. But yeah, used to have a blast going to those. Another great story, great memory I had, me and my buddy Jeremy Smith were in the bar area just playing darts, and we look over and Dave Naughton walks in from American Werewolf in London, and it was so hard for me not to say something to him. But you see people interact with some of these guys, and they just say stuff, and you can just see the look on their face, like on David's face. I seen him at another convention. Me and my friend Mike Bird were in the after hours party watching a Kiss tribute band play, and Dave Naughton came in. He's from the 70s. He was in the Dr. Pepper commercials back in the 70s. So Kiss, I mean, he was well aware of Kiss. So he was in there enjoying this cover band, and these clowns, there were some different clowns that just kept coming up to him and getting pictures with him, and you just see on his face, it was just draining him. He's like, God, just can't you come to my booth and get a picture? You gotta bother me here when I'm just trying to do that. And they ended up running him off, and it's just horrible. But because of that, when I seen him, I didn't say nothing. I wanted to just look at him and say, "Hey, you made me miss." But I mean, how many times he heard that shit? But yeah, great memories at conventions. I want to go to another one. Hopefully, I can at some point. I did see that David is doing the Art the Clown photo op in costume, And I would love to get that if it isn't too expensive, like I said before. Because I'm trying to buy a house here, man. I can't spend $140 on a picture, or even $75 on a picture. It's ridiculous. Who would I pay $75 to have a picture with? I don't know. I can't think of anybody. Not at this point. Now, you would ask me 15 years ago, I could probably name a bunch of them. 20 years ago, with Jamie Lee Curtis in her Perfect outfit, that'd be... You ever seen Perfect? You need to check that out. Anyway. Alright, well, this was on the fly, so I hope it doesn't bother you too much. I have some time off here. Hopefully in the next couple of days, me and my wife can do a proper one where she talks about some of the stuff she likes, missing persons and that kind of thing. And I'm hoping to do some different ones with, I know a lot of guys from bands around here. I'm going to do some interviews for bands and stuff. So that'd be kind of a cool little thing to do. But I guess I'm going to go now, and thanks for watching. Send me comments on pros and cons of podcasts and let me know, kind of steer me in the right direction. And I know some assholes will be like, well, don't do what you just did and just kind of ramble. Ramble on! See you later.